Literally, it just ended. It was just like, hey, you ended the stream. I didn't even click any buttons. Yeah, beeswax repels water. Yeah, so it's, beeswax is also what gives you the hair, the hold that you need. So you have to like find the right balance between the ingredients. And there's only so much you can do when the goal, of course, is to keep it hair healthy, but also the least amount of ingredients as possible at the same exact time. Right? Because you only want to use what's absolutely necessary. Right? Because then you start adding like fillers and all types of things that shouldn't really belong there, and then it's just like the list just keeps growing and growing and growing, and it's like, for what? It's like it doesn't actually add any benefit for the hair or anything, for the style. What's up, Joel? I mean, so good. Aaron, what's up, Aaron? We've got Hakimi. We've got the superstar soccer player from PSG in the house. Excuse me. Best of luck with the launch of the store. Thank you. Appreciate it. We have Aras, Mahdi. We got J-Rod. We got Brian. What's going on? What's going on? Only have 4 left right here. We've got 4 left for this stack, and then I can move on to the next stack. Yeah, one thing I would love right now, or one thing I would just love in general, is to be able to do this inside my house. Or like have my own little facility that's like under AC to be able to work like this. I mean, obviously I keep all the ingredients inside. I'm not, you know, all the ingredients stay inside where it's under the AC, nice and cool. And then only obviously like the jars, the labels, all that stuff stays in the garage. Because there's a lot of boxes, a lot of boxes. The amount of boxes that I've thrown out over the past month, just getting all the ingredients and all the supplies and all the tools. Crazy. Two more. Here we go. Where are we at time-wise? I thought it... Not TikTok nor Instagram tells you what time. Huh, only YouTube does. What's up with that? What's up, Mahi Ahmed? Bustos. We got Fusion Kitchen in the house. DXB 33. Just making sure that there's no air bubbles in these guys. Alright, last one for this tray. Cool. So that's that. Let's go ahead and put this one back down here and not drop anything, please. There we go. Okay, we'll do that same thing with this. And we can open up the box that we're storing them in. Put these guys in the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? There we go. And 3 more fit in here. Good. Let's grab this. Put the little cardboard on top. There we go. All right. We can close this back up. And let's grab the next one. There we go. Fresh set of jars. Nice and wiped down, nice and clean on the inside as well, and ready to be labeled. Actually, why don't I close this up so quick? Let me put these extras in here. I got a handful of extras here. Let's do this. Do this. There we go. All right. Now we're good. Good. Okay. Ready to rock. Ready to rock. What's up, doggy? LF says, hey Alex, did you find the number 1 guard buzz too short for you? Did you think it suited you? I did do the 1 guard, right? I think it was the 1 guard lever open. It was the one where I had the royal blue shirt on in the thumbnail. I remember now. Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it, you guys. I did not like it. When, especially when you've got like really thick, dark hair, and I can see my scalp after cutting it down to a 1 guard. It's very, I don't know, it's like, what's a good word to use? Not discouraging, but kind of like taking a step back when you shouldn't, or you don't need to. I don't know, I didn't like the number 1 guard. I think the number 3 guard probably is like my favorite. Number 2 guard or number 3 guard, where it's just thick enough so that you can't actually see my scalp. That's what the problem was for me. It's not so much about the buzz cut itself, but the fact that I could see my scalp for me was a problem. I didn't like that. You know, I've got really thick hair. I've never seen my scalp ever. So the fact that I could see it was just like, I don't like that. I don't like that. So we're not going to do that. Now, at some point, you know, I'll probably do something even shorter for a video just to, you know, showcase to you guys how it is, because you guys constantly ask me about it. But, you know, it's not necessarily something that I like doing. And obviously, when you cut your hair that short, you're very limited with future haircuts as well. When, you know, and if that's, since I have a self haircut channel, and I need to cut my own hair for content, it's like, you know, I've got to be very with the type of haircuts that I do on a regular basis. Because my hair takes, you know, 2 weeks to grow back in. I cut it every 2 weeks. You know, I've just got to be patient. It's not like I'm like a gamer where I can just bust out content every hour and it'd be like really good and cool. You know, I have to wait 2 weeks before I can cut my hair again and make a video about it. What's up, Ramon? What's up, Hida, Ahmed, Andre, Ish? Do I think it suited me? I guess without having my own personal opinion about it. Um, I think probably not. To be honest with you, probably not. I think the number like 2 or 3 guard suited me more. I think the number 2 or number 3 guard suited me more, but the one is just too short. It's just too short. What's up, Bilal, Hadi? I don't know how to pronounce some of these names. I'm doing my best, but I'm I'm sorry if I'm butchering your names. So many comments on that video said it suited you from many people, FYI. Yeah, I know. Believe me, I know. At least I'd say at least 30% of my audience prefers me with the buzz cut. But you know who also doesn't prefer it? My girlfriend. And you know, I want to make sure that my girlfriend is happy at the same time. So I know my happiness comes first, and then hers, and then of course your guys' happiness comes after that. So, don't. It's okay. I'm gonna buzz my hair again at some point. Believe me. There will come a time where I don't feel like having longer hair anymore, and I will buzz it off. And at that point, you will see. I messed this one up a little bit. There we go. And at that point, you will see, let's say the half guard buzz cut, which I know a very large portion of my audience wants to see. Not only that, but they also want to see me go bald too, which I don't know. At least every video I see, one of the comments is like, "Go bald." What's up with that? Is it just for like the jokes? Is going bald just for the jokes? Or do you like actually want to see for like your own educational purpose? KK, make more on how to fade beards, please. A Italian beard fade video, what, 2 or 3 weeks ago? Yeah, just go, if you go on YouTube, I did an Italian beard fade video, and I honestly love the Italian beard fade. Super nice, really nice. My girlfriend loves it too. I was like, yeah, I'm going Italian today. She was like, yeah, Italian. Baba da boopy. What other types of beard fades would you like? Because I usually do them. Well, I tend not to show them anymore in the self haircut videos because nobody really watches those parts. Like as a I guess an influencer, you can check in the video like stats when the audience isn't watching as much, and the beard part is where people usually skip over. So I stopped adding the beard in this actual self haircut videos, and the videos are performing a little bit better as a result. So yeah, I mean, let me know which type of beard fade you'd like to see, and I'll give them a shot for you, because everybody likes a nice beard fade. We got Calm Ego, Carlos. We got Kali. We have Mr. Aguilar. He said, "Oh, it's way more than 30%. Happy wife, girlfriend, happy life." Yeah, I mean, it's not so much happy wife, happy life. It's happy king, happy kingdom. And then if I'm happy, then she will be happy, right? It's happy king, happy kingdom. Um, yeah, the half buzz cut is the last buzz cut length you are missing. Yeah, it is. Cause there was one point where I was just going down the line, and I was like, number 2 guard buzz cut, number 3 guard buzz cut, number 4 guard, and just went all the way down to like the 7 guard. So yeah, I think the half guard is the only guard that I'm missing. When that day comes, it better be a million views. It better get a million views on YouTube. When that day comes, it better hit a million. You guys are out here hyping it up. Like a good fade, 0 from how to line the cheek up. Okay. I use my scissors for my cheeks because it's a little bit more accurate. And it cuts a little deeper as well. How to fade your beard. I'm trying to think of like a title for it that's like good for SEO. Beard fade. Because there's so many different types of beard fades. But yeah, for sure, for sure. Beard fades. Alex, did you tell your girlfriend before you buzzed your head before? Did I tell her? Yeah, I told her. And at first she liked it, but she also liked it when I gave myself like the longer buzz cuts, right? She didn't like the one guard at all, to be honest with you. And she also doesn't like when I have my beard super long like a Spartan. So make it keep elongated face long down here versus right now it's long up here and short right here. So you kind of have to balance the beard and the hair on top to keep the face relatively elongated. And whenever I buzz my hair, I like to have my beard long because it's like, I'm trying to balance it out. She didn't want anything to do with it. She didn't like it. She likes the fact that my beard is super full and super thick, but then she doesn't like the hair on top, especially because when I can have hair that looks like this and give myself a nice fade, that's what she prefers. Isaiah says, I give myself the half guard buzz cut and use your 4 steps for fading the beard with it. Nice. Yeah, there you go. So my 4 steps, what were they again? Because I haven't done them in a while for that. I did it was just with the no guard lever. Actually, it was no guard with the different lever positions. And then I flipped the clipper upside down and faded it going down. Yeah, that was the video I did in Greece. Let's fix this here. Yeah, that's the ancient warrior looking guy who's out here in the streets while everyone just looks super modern and like regular. I'm just here with this bald head and super long beard. All the Greeks are like, bro, you're like 1,000 years late. Nelly Ramirez, what's up, Nelly? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the fun, putting labels on my jars. Guys, make sure you mark the date on your calendar. Tuesday, next Tuesday, August 26th, we're going live with Kouras, my brand new company, brand new hair product company, all hair healthy. You know, the whole motive of this brand is to create hair healthy products. Right? I've been in the hair industry for over 16 years, cutting my own hair since 2008. And if there's one thing I know for a fact that this industry fails at, it's creating high quality products that are actually good for your hair. So here I am, hopefully to make a lasting imprint and start to change the way people see products in general. And of course, you know, I'm a small business doing all this work myself for now, out of my garage here, doing everything that I can, of course, to make it the best. DK Fire says, do you take protein? I take protein as in, like, do I have supplements or like protein powders? If that's the question, I do not. I eat all of my protein with the food that I eat. So I eat probably like 190 grams, 190 grams every single day of protein. A pound of ground beef, 5 pasture-raised eggs, a boatload of like dairy from kefir to yogurt to Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. My homemade pizza with einkorn flour that I eat every single day. I literally eat pizza every single day. You guys are you guys are missing. Click on the link, go to my Amazon storefront and just scroll the self haircut tools. You'll see exactly my recipe for pizza that I eat every single day. I literally made my pizza today. I meal prep my pizza. Well, I meal prep everything. Rezai Amir says, bro, where are you from? Where I am from? I'm here in Florida. I'm here in Florida in the United States of America. The United States of America. Where are you from? Me encantan los videos que haces acerca de los cortes de cabello. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. I do my best, and hopefully you understand me since I don't know if you speak English or not, but hopefully you understand. Muchas gracias, Jorge. Muchas gracias. Hablas muy bien el español. Sí, yo hablo español un poquito. Si mi novia está cubana y yo practicando español en el app de Duolingo para 1000 días, 1066 días. So, yo aprendió español para mucho tiempo. Do you know where this flag is? I believe is that Iran? I think that's Iran, right? No, I don't know. Iran? What's up, Ross? My man. I think that's Iran. Iran, that's not Algeria. Maybe Iraq. Syria is not, no, Iran. Syria, maybe? One of those like Middle Eastern countries, I think. Ajá, se te entiende a la perfección. Yes, sir. I'll be practicing. Yo aprendió, entendió, tú sabes, ya tú sabes. Yeah, because my girlfriend's whole family doesn't speak English, so I have to literally learn. Had to learn how to speak Spanish. Like, I barely spoke a lick of Spanish prior to meeting her, and obviously, I can speak, partly fluent today, solely for her and her family. So, the amount of dedication, I'm telling you, the dedication to learn a completely different language at, in my mid 20s, late 20s. All right, we're like halfway done with these jars. What's up, Nico? What's up, brother? Welcome to the stream. You should get the Muhammad Mokayev haircut. Is that some sort of MMA fighter? I'm just assuming that sounds like some sort of MMA fighter. Amir says, "What are you doing?" Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm putting on the labels for my brand new hair product. So for those of you guys that don't know, I'll go through the whole spiel real quick. I'm creating a hair healthy hair company, and the name of the company is Kouras. So KOVRAS. You can check it out on my website, kovras.com. And so this is a hair healthy brand, right, for hair. So I'm creating what I think, and through my research, of course, the most hair healthy products that I can create. So my first product right here is called Organic Clay. It is a 100% all natural hair clay and treatment for your hair at the same time. So it's a 2-in-1. It is a nourishing treatment for your hair, and it styles it at the same exact time, giving it a high hold matte finish. So what I'm doing now is just putting on all of the labels for the jars, right? I've got all the jars over here. I'm just putting the labels on. And then later this week, I'm going to be filling them and launching the product on Tuesday next week. So Tuesday, August 26th, if you want, mark the date on your calendar. They are going to sell out pretty quickly, so definitely get your jar as soon as you can, as soon as we launch on Tuesday, so that you don't miss out, and then we have to wait 30 days to restock, or 35, whatever it might be. So that's what I'm working on. And yeah, for your other question, no more hair cutting videos. The, this is a self haircutting channel. You will always get haircutting videos on my channel. But this is a hair product that I'm creating because I've been in the hair industry for over 16 years. So it's a hair product. So it's a hair healthy product. Instead of putting toxic products in our hair, which is what we've always been doing for so many years, I decided to take initiative and research and create my own hair healthy alternative to styling your hair, which will be available for orders on Tuesday next week, August 26th. So I'm really excited about it. There's only 6 ingredients in the product. We've got shea butter, arrowroot powder, beeswax, kaolin clay, rosemary essential oil, and vitamin E oil. So there's literally only 6 ingredients in the hairstyling product. You name me any product on earth that has that few ingredients that actually work, because it's in my hair right now. I've got a high hold matte finish. It's literally in my hair right now. And my garage is probably 90 degrees right now. Let's see. What is the temperature in my garage? 91. 91.2 degrees inside my garage, and my hair Looks great, right? High hold, matte finish in 90-degree weather. Yeah, this box right here says 89.7. Look, it is literally 90 degrees inside my garage right now, and my hair is holding up exceptionally well. Ready? I'll even do it on camera so you guys can see. 89.0 over here on this side, 89. 88.8. There we go. Like, the purpose of what I'm doing is to create a hair healthy product that actually works. Right? I've been working on this product all year. All year long, I've been working on this product. It's not just for men either. It's for men and women. It's for anybody that just wants a high hold product. Right? Whoever just wants more hold in their hair that lasts all day long, this is a fantastic product. And you know it's good for your hair as well. You want it to, but it's also very good for your hair at the same time. That I literally just showed, it's literally 90 degrees inside my garage right now. I've been in here for at least an hour and you can see the sweat dripping down my face and my hair is still holding up exceptionally well. So you know the product works even though it's all natural with really high quality natural ingredients. The product works. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. You know, and I hope you guys are on board as well. I hope you guys are all on board as well. Right? I'm trying to create a community. I'm trying to create a movement of creating hair healthy products. Right? Because, you know, the second you lose your hair, everyone's always trying to keep their hair darker, keep their hair fuller. Everyone always, I get so many DMs from people, you know, asking me questions about how do I cover up bald spots. And it's just like, well, maybe we can do something about that helps, you know, at least slow down that process and maybe even help your hair grow back. That's why there's rosemary oil inside my product, because the more often you use it, the more likely your hair could grow back. Because in a 2015 study, I have that study linked on my website. If you want to check it out, just go to my website. The 2015 study showed very, very similar results to minoxidil. So rosemary oil has very, very similar effects to hair regrowth as minoxidil. So that is why rosemary oil is inside my product. So not only is it helpful for hair regrowth, but it also gives it a really nice, like, light rosemary aroma. So it's really nice. The smell is really calm, very gentle, right? Because of course I don't want toxic parabens or fragrances in my product, because I get sick from that. Like, raise your hand if you also have to, like, cover your nose when you walk by Bath and Body Works at the mall. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like, whenever you go by the Bath and Body Works candle store, it just reeks of like a million different toxic endocrine disrupting fragrances. And I'm just like, I have to walk by like this. And like, my girlfriend goes into the store by herself now because I can't go in. I'm like, babe, I can't go inside that store. Like, I'm literally gonna be sick in an hour. My throat's gonna get like all like closed up, and I'm not gonna be able to breathe. I'm gonna have a hard time drinking water and swallowing food. So that's part of the reason why I'm choosing. All of the ingredients are literally very specific, because, you know, they're specific for me and what I like, but I know there's also many people out there that also agree with me and like these ingredients as well. And every single ingredient is listed on my website. So if you want to check it out, just go to KOVRAS.com to check out the ingredients. And you can also read the research articles as well, because I linked them underneath each ingredient. So again, I'm just trying to be the most transparent here, right? I'm doing my best to create something that is helpful for the hair industry, and hopefully everybody seems to like it. Hopefully everybody likes it. Nelly says, "What is your product for?" Yeah, so it's a hairstyling product, and it's a hair healthy styling product. So let me just read you the ingredients real quick. So we've got unrefined shea butter. Obviously, that's a very moisturizing ingredient. It's very hair healthy. We've got organic arrowroot powder. We've got yellow beeswax, kaolin clay, rosemary essential oil, and vitamin E oil. Sorry, I skipped one. There were six. There were six. Shea butter, arrowroot powder, beeswax, kaolin clay, rosemary oil, and vitamin E oil. So there's six ingredients that are meant to be hair healthy, right? They're hair healthy ingredients that actually promote the nourishment of your hair. So I literally have it in my hair right now. It's been in there for many hours now at this point. I'm in 90-degree Fahrenheit garage working, holding up exceptionally well. So it's a two-in-one. It's a styler. It's a hair styler with a high hold matte finish, and it is a treatment that nourishes your hair at the same exact time. So it's a two-in-one, right? It kills two birds with one stone. A good question, Nelly. Where's down here? Here we go. Fantastic. Una pregunta fantástica. DK says, I have a question. What's up, man? What's your question? It's a small MMA fighter. How'd I know? I knew it was going to be an MMA fighter. I thought he was going to cut his hair during a live. That would be cool. Yeah, I used to do those. I used to do those here and there. But I stopped doing them because I couldn't. If I go live for my self haircuts, I just won't be able to create the content that I make in the high quality that I make it. So the quality of video, the audio, everything, I just wouldn't be able to do it. My bathroom is only so big. So I did go live a handful. I've gone live a few times, and then I actually went live a lot for my course. So my course members, I go live a lot. And then my course also gets my, if you do join my 14-day self-haircut course, you get the full live streamed, well, not live streamed, but you get the full live tutorial. So every video that you guys see on YouTube, whether it's on Instagram, TikTok, every self-haircut that you see, I obviously have to record the entire thing. And so that like hour plus long video is being sent to my editor to edit it up for YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. But I also send that full length version to my VIP members in my course. So if you want access to learn more, because I teach and tell my members in the, like while I'm actually cutting my hair, but you guys don't see it on the edited videos, but in the full length videos, I'm actually saying like, this is what I'm doing, this is why I'm doing it, you know, aside from like, you know, the voiceovers, whatnot. So if you guys are interested in that, I've got over 70 self haircut tutorials, all for the VIP members within my 14-day course. So if you want to check that out, go for it, check it out. The link is in the description or the bio. It's in my link tree, so you guys can check that out there. But yeah, I went live a handful of times before. It's just the quality is just not good. The quality is like 720p when you go live, and it's just like you can't really see it. It's just not that good. So I tend not to cut my hair live anymore. Tuquinha Barber, Alex Kouras, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy. You already know who it is. It's your man, Alex. And in today's live stream, we're going to be putting labels on my brand new hair product, Organic Clay by Kouras. It's your man, Alex. Happiness on YouTube asks, how old are you? How old do you think I am? Let's do a little quick game. How old do you guys think I am? I get this question every single live stream, so it's kind of funny. But how old do you guys think I am? Just to put a number. What's your best guess? Oh, there's a bubble there. Let's fix that. What's your best guess? How old do you guys think I am? We had a question here on YouTube. Happiness. He asks, how old are you? And I'm just curious to see if you guys can guess it. Taurus says 28. Leonida says 28, 29. Anything else? Did I miss one? Yeah, so I am exactly 29 and a half years old. So I actually turned 30 in December. So your boy's about to be 30. Can you believe it? I got told in the last live stream the other day that I looked like I was 24. He was like, bro, I thought you were 24. I'm over here almost 30 years old. I thought that was so funny. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely look 24 if I shaved my face completely, which I haven't done since high school. Literally, I haven't shaved my face, like my facial hair bald, since like high school. So if I did that, I'd probably look like I'm 18. Let's be honest. $29. Yeah, my man Leo, you got it. You guessed it. You guys were very close actually in this live stream. Yeah, a lot closer. I'm just glad nobody was like 35. Like, damn, I really look that old? I didn't think so. Cristiano Ronaldo, yeah. You know, I actually have a video, a self haircut video coming out. Not this one, but I think the next one is going to be a Cristiano Ronaldo self haircut. So if you guys want to check that out, definitely stay tuned. In the next couple of weeks, I should be launching a Cristiano Ronaldo self haircut video. Oh, we got mosquitoes. Here we go. They're taunting me. Only 3 jars left. And then we got one more tray. What's up, Surfing Cow? What's up, Surfing Cow? I actually see some of your videos. You're the what's it called, brand? The sunscreen brand. Yeah, you guys use beef tallow. I follow you guys, or at least I don't know if I follow you guys, but I definitely see your videos quite often. I have to follow the small business world. Yeah, Surfing Cal, that's what's up. You guys are doing good work. I really like what you guys are doing. And your videos are nice too. Good quality videos. Keep that up. Gotta go. Hope you have a great day. Yes, sir. Thanks, Tars, man. Take care. God bless. See you in the next one. Yo, this mosquito's not playing any games. What's up? Go away. Okay, here we go. That was it. Last tray. I got one more. Put that back. Let's open up the box. Put these away. Let's put these all in the box here. Let's do this. Is that everything? All right, here we go. Let's grab the last one here. Put these last few in. And there it is. So now we're on to the final one for this box. There we are. The last tray. The last tray of boxes. The last tray of jars. Here we go. All right. Let's go. What time is it? 4:40. And I'm making great timing as well. Usually I eat dinner around 5:36. So this will give me plenty of time to finish up, take a nice shower, and then probably do some more work after dinner and then go to bed. What type of questions do we have, if any? Anybody have any questions about their own self haircuts? Any problems that they're facing right now? Anything that they feel like they could improve on, that they might need my help with, or any type of advice that I could give them? Anything, would help. So whatever questions you have, feel free to ask them, whether it's self haircuts, grooming, my brand new hair product brand that I'm creating. Any questions that you have, feel free to ask them in the chat here. Yo. Almost missed an air bubble there. Actually, let me pull this one. Beautiful. What's up, Jose? What's up, Naim? What's up, Elad? What's up, Mali? Jervan? What's going on? What's going on? What's up, El? What's up, Andre? Oy. Yeah, that one was super nice. Look at that. Super nice. Here we are. What up, Stop and Fade? My man, Oscar in the building. Paranormal. What's up, man? Have you ever thought about joining the military? That's an interesting question. Have I ever joining the? It never really dawned on me. Um, I've got a lot of friends in like the military, in the Air Force, in the Marines, but I've never myself personally been, I guess, interested. I'm not against it. I think it's definitely noble, but it's never really been something that I felt called to do, or yeah, I guess just called to do. But I definitely respect, and I think it's a very noble endeavor to be a part of the military. Whether it's the Marines, the Air Force, the Navy, the Army. I'm assuming you're a part of the you're a part of some sort of branch in the military. What's up, Jos? What's up, Bazak? What's up, Ramadani? What's up, Conrad? Yep, that one was really nice too. Uh-oh. Somebody's in trouble. um, just turned 27, actually thinking of joining the Army or the Marines. That's cool. Yeah, man. I know there's a lot of benefits about the that you can get from the Army. A lot of like health benefits, benefits for schooling, benefits for even like I guess if you get married, you get financial benefits from that as well. So I know there's a lot of benefits about the Army, but if it's something that you're willing to do, I guess for a long period of time, I'm not sure like how all the nuances about it, but I do know that you have to be in the Army for or in the military for a long period of time in order to get, certain. There's levels to everything. A dedicated, I guess, member. Yeah, like for example, my one of my girlfriend's friends, her family's a military family, and from the Air Force, and so she is applying to be a doctor for the military. Um, and she's probably going to be like in Germany or Italy or wherever, wherever they station her, and just she's just going to be a doctor in like some foreign country, having a chill life, making American dollars, living in Europe or wherever, or Japan. And I think it's a pretty cool. There's a lot of opportunity, for sure, if you take the military route. I know that, but you got to work hard, and you got to be disciplined, and you got to show up and show out. You got to show up and show out. You got to beat the bee's knees. What's up, Thierry? What's up, Nelson? What's up, Abel? What's up, Hamid? What's going on? What's going on? How we all doing on this beautiful Tuesday? What's going on? What's up, brother? Ugh. Yeah, man, benefits sound great, but the only reason I want to do it is because I was a Marine. God rest his soul. Yeah, yeah, man. If you feel called to do it, believe me, you got to do it. God gives everybody a unique purpose, and all of our purposes are intertwined and interdependent with one another. So if you feel called to do that purpose, then by all means, you got to go ahead and do it, brother. Right? Just like I've been called to do things with hair, just like I feel like I've been called, and this is my purpose in life, to do hair related things, teaching. I get millions of views every single month on my videos, just teaching people how to cut their own hair. And that's not just for nothing, right? And I didn't know that that was going to happen when I first started. Matter of fact, it all just kind of happened out of nowhere. So if you feel called, believe me, when it's your time to win, you can't lose. And you can't lose when it's your time to win. So best believe you gotta go for it. If you feel called to do it, you better go ahead and do it, brother. Ain't nobody gonna stop you. There's nobody that can stop you when it's your time to win. Colin, what's up, brother? Yo, what's the easiest way to cut the top? Just throw in a guard? I mean, it depends, I guess. What type of length are you going for? If you're looking for a short length, yeah, that's definitely the easiest way to go about it. If you're looking for longer hair, that's probably not the easiest way to go about it. Yeah, like don't use the number 16 guard. That doesn't work. I see some of these videos from barbers. Man, my mom wants me to do the 16 guard, and then they always have the beeping from the smoke detectors. It's so corny. But no, man, if you want to cut your own hair, if you want to cut the length on top, the best way to go about it, especially if you're trying to use scissors, is to imagine your hair on top like a grid. So just like we had grid paper in high school math or middle school math, you know, grid paper for like geometry or whatever, that's how I imagine the top of my head. I look at it like grids. So my head has a bunch of little boxes all throughout, and I have to make sure that I hit each individual box as I'm cutting with the scissors. So I'll start in the back, do the back corner, work my way toward the middle, and then I'll do the other back corner. And then I'll slowly go up more toward the middle of my head. Then I'll do the middle side, and then the middle, and the middle, and then the middle over here. And then I'll go to the front corner, front middle, front this corner. So when you look at your head like a grid, it makes cutting the length on top extremely easy. And I mention this a lot in a lot of my self-haircut videos. And I think I do a pretty good job of explaining it in the video that's coming out next weekend. Or is it this weekend? I think it's this weekend. I think this weekend I did a really good job with the, is it this weekend or next weekend? I don't know. But within the next 2 weeks, the newest self-haircut that I made, I did a really good job explaining how to cut the length on top with scissors. I mean, I always do my best to explain it, but you know, sometimes you gotta say certain different things, and with some videos and other videos you say something else, and hopefully that it helps, and the viewer catches on and understands what I'm saying. What's up, Rob? What's up, Bakram? I think. What's up, Ben? So guard or scissors? Your vids rock. Thank you, appreciate that. I mean, dude, it depends on the length. If you're giving yourself a short haircut on top, then just use a guard. Like anything under a 7 guard, you can use on the top, in my opinion. Right? That's what I think would be ideal, because a number 7 guard is almost a full inch. So anything over an inch, your hair starts to like flop, and then it doesn't cut evenly with the scissor or with the clippers, because once your hair starts to like flop over, you're not getting an even cut throughout your entire head. So that's why it's like the number 7 guard's the highest that I would go with a guard, and then I would just use scissors for anything that's longer than an inch. So hopefully that helps. My favorite video of yours is how to do that classic Alex Kouras hairstyle. Oh, really? I think that video is a few years old now. Yeah, the classic Alex Kouras hairstyle. Yeah, it's a solid haircut, solid hairstyle, solid haircut. It's basically what my hair is right now, just with a nice fade and the beard cleaned up. Colin says, what did you say again? So I'm distracted here. Dope. Thanks, homie. Yes, sir. You got products now? Absolutely. Yeah. So this is actually my first ever hairstyling product. So I just created this brand this year. I've been working all year trying to figure out a formula for a hair healthy hairstyling product. So this right here is my product. It's called Organic Clay. It is a 6 ingredient, literally that's it, just 6 ingredients. It's all natural, 100% all natural, really high quality ingredients. and it offers a high hold matte finish. So it's supposed to be like a hair treatment that nourishes your hair throughout the day while also styling it at the same exact time. And I literally have it in my hair right now, and it is 90 degrees in my garage, and I've been in here for about an hour and a half to almost 2 hours now, just sweating bullets, and my hair is still holding up exceptionally well. So it's a high hold matte finish made with all natural, 100% all natural ingredients. We've got shea butter, arrowroot powder, beeswax, kaolin clay, rosemary essential oil, and vitamin E oil. So if you want to check it out to learn a little bit more, you can just go over to my website, KOVRAS.com, to learn more about the ingredients, about the product, and everything else that comes with it. The product is being launched next Tuesday, so literally 7 days from now, August 26th. So definitely mark the date on your calendars to get a jar, because there is only a limited supply. So check it out, Kouras.com. All right. So yeah, we've got products, and the goal, of course, is to create really, really hair healthy products. So my motto is your hair's new best friend. So the motto for Kouras is your hair's new best friend. And of course, the mantra, or the hashtag that I'm rolling with, is molded by God. Because of course I have to have God involved with everything that I do. And I've got a verse as well on the label, which some of you guys might like, maybe some of you guys won't, but I like it, so it belongs there. What's up, Meki? What's up, Rafa? We've got David. Shout out to Abel. Shout out Abel. What's up, Abel? What's up, brother? We got Foreign Kid. So yeah, definitely stay tuned. Definitely stay tuned. This product works exceptionally well. Literally, like I said, the fact that it's 90 degrees, it's literally 90 degrees. I'll show you again. Here, where's my thermometer? Ready? 90.6. You guys see that? It is 90.6 degrees inside my garage right now. I've been live inside my garage for almost 2 hours now, and my hair is holding exceptionally well still. Like, look at that. Bam. So the product works. I know there's a lot of people out here that are like, oh, it's an all natural product. That probably means it's not going to work. Clearly, like, you can see all the shine on my face from the sweat. I'm just like sweating like crazy. So clearly it's almost 91 degrees right now. I've got a fan on here, and my hair is still holding exceptionally well, right? You can clearly see it works. So if you want an all natural hair healthy alternative from the toxic garbage that's being sold everywhere you look for hair products, this is probably a really good option to look into. Just saying, just saying. There's a lot of thought behind this entire project, a lot of thought behind it. And because I've been in the industry for over 16 years, I made sure that this is the best product that I could possibly create for a high hold and matte finish. And of course, keeping the ingredients not only low, but also ingredients that we all know. And we all know that these ingredients are good, right? Shea butter, beeswax, arrowroot powder, kaolin clay, rosemary oil. We all know all this stuff is like really good for us. Like it's healthy. It's hair healthy. Right? People create balms for it, rub it on their skin. You know, the whole shebang, everything. the, the leftover label paper here is just super long. We're almost halfway done. Actually, no, we're a little bit more than halfway done. The jars here. We're just about there. Yeah, I can't wait until summer's over, man. Once the weather's like 75, 80 every single day and like 50% humidity, I can have this garage completely open. I won't even need the fan necessarily, but I'll still use it probably. Actually, hopefully by then I'll have somewhere to work inside, indoors, where I'll have space indoors to work instead of having to be in my garage. Yeah, this way my working conditions are a lot more, I guess, enjoyable. Enjoyable. But at least, hey, at least, you know, at least the good thing is you guys can see that the product actually works, right? I literally just showed you with my thermometer gun that it's 91 degrees inside my garage here right now. And I've been here for 2 hours streaming, and my hair is still holding up exceptionally well. And I'm sweating bullets. It is hot. It is hot, hot. It is hotty, hot, hot. What's up, Vrish, Chesta, NSB, KOD, Anton, Arban? What's going on? What's going on? Feel free to ask me any last questions because I'm probably only going to be here for like 15 more minutes, I'd say. Not even, maybe like 10. Because I only have probably about 10 jars left. And I'm getting through at least like 2 jars a minute. So if you have any last questions, I don't know if I'll be on live for, you know, at least a couple days. I'm not too sure. So any questions you guys have, self-haircut related, grooming related, my brand new hair product related, feel free to leave it in the chat right now and I'll get to it. Billy, what's up? It's Billy Bob's. What's up, Matt? What's up, Billy Bob's? What's up, Amphamy? What's up, Johnny? What's up, Mastermind? Yo, man, cool shirt. Thanks, brother. Yeah, we've got the Kouras brand on the shirt here. It's a simple t-shirt, nothing special. But we've got the logo of the new company here. Nah, I gotta redo this one. I see air bubbles. There we go. Perfection. Nice. I think there's a question that I might have missed. You ever thought about cutting other people's hair for a living? That's a great question. There was a moment there was a moment in my life where I thought about it. I'm not gonna lie. There was definitely a moment in my life where I thought about it. But I don't think that barbering necessarily, or even cutting other people's hair, is something that I like to do. Most of the time, whenever I cut other people's hair, it was mainly so that I could just learn the skill and figure it out, right? Like, I tell all my students who join the course, you know, practice cutting hair on other people as well. So, like, if you only cut your hair once a week or once every 2 weeks, cut your brother's hair, cut your dad's hair, cut your friend's hair, because it just builds up, the amount of times you're actually utilizing your skills and practicing. So that's what I did. I didn't necessarily cut other people's hair because I was trying to do it for a business or a career path. I started cutting my own hair because out of force, because my family was struggling financially. And so I did it to save us money. Not so much because I had a passion for cutting people's hair. I did it to save us money, and then eventually over time, I started to like cutting hair. And then I would cut other people's hair as practice to grow my skill set. In college, I would charge like $10 or $15 for haircuts to all of my soccer teammates. I'd put up flyers around campus, and then I get phone calls, and then I just go and cut people's hair, or they would come to me, and I would cut their hair for like $10 or $15. And yeah, that's how I learned how to cut hair. I did a lot of stuff over a long period of time trying to figure it out, but never did I necessarily want to do it as a full-time type of career. It was always just something that I did as like a learning experience or a learning tool. What's up, Yassine, my man? You're joining all the lives. What's up, Alex? What's up, skeptical G? We got Marian. What's up, Ricardo? What's up, Arden? I've only got like 6 jars left, so then I'll take only like a couple questions if we have any, and then I'll head out. What's up, Salvador? What's going on? What's up? What's up? Gerbuzz, what's up, Marian? What's going on? Have any questions for me? Self-haircut related, grooming related, my brand new company related, my hair product that's coming out next Tuesday. Make sure you mark the calendars. We've got 6 left. And then that's it for the day. My man's from Spain. Let's go. LOL. Never thought about letting your hair grow longer. Yeah, I did for a while actually. If you go back on YouTube and look up when I had my mullet, you can actually see how long my hair was. That was probably the longest my hair's ever been, on like the sides and on top. It was very long. And the problem with me is my hair gets poofy. It grows like that. No matter how long it gets, it just feels like it's just making my head look gigantic. So that's why I tend not to grow out my hair super long. because it just makes my head look huge because I have such like thick hair. I like getting a fade with not a skin fade. I like a number 2 or 3 on the side and longer on top. Yeah, absolutely. That's very similar to the haircut that I used to give myself when I was first like starting out with not doing just simple buzz cuts. Because when I started cutting my own hair for at least 4 or 5 years, from the age of 13 to like 17, 18, I would only give myself very simple buzz cuts, like a number 3, number 4, number 5 on top, all the way around my head, and just line myself up with the trimmers. And then I would just, after that, I was like, all right, I kind of, I'm pretty good at this haircut stuff. Let me try to make it a little bit difficult. So then I would do like number 2 on the sides, number 1 on the sides, and then keep my hair a little bit longer on top. And then I started playing with the scissors, cutting the length on top. And eventually we got to how we are today, after 16 years of practicing and learning along the way. And now you guys get the fruits of my labor as well, because I didn't really have much, I didn't really have a whole lot to work with when I was learning. Right, YouTube was like that. The quality for YouTube videos was really poor. People didn't really post that often about haircuts. There was nobody in the world who ever posted self-haircut related content. And so that's where I came in. I was like, hey, I got pretty good at this, and it helped me out and my family out a lot. So why don't I just teach other people how to do the same thing? Are you familiar with the old money hairstyle? Yeah, I am. I actually think it looks really good, but I'm not too sure that I have the correct hair for that. And if I did, it's certainly not long enough. Yeah, I would need like 8-inch hair for that. The old money look looks pretty good though, not gonna lie. What's up, Alec? There he is. The other day it's on Instagram, now it's on TikTok. You can have a haircut in Spain for like 12 to 15 euros. Yeah, I mean that's a pretty honest price. That's a pretty fair price, because when you factor in like the income and then like compare that to like what the dollar would get you or what the euro would get you in Europe, yeah, you're looking at like a 25 US dollar haircut, that's normal. That's a pretty good price, right? The problem only becomes when people are charging 40 euros for a haircut, and it's like, for what? So you can drive around with a super nice car and Rolex and Gucci on and whatever else you want to spend my money on. Chunga says, what goes in the jar? Let me just finish this last jar. This is literally the last jar I have to put a label on, and I'll go through the whole thing about what I'm doing here. Give me 1 second. So this is my first ever hairstyling product. So my goal with this company, KOVRAS, right? As you can see, KOVRAS. My goal with this company is to create a hair healthy option for hairstyling products. So this is the actual jar right here. It's in a 2-ounce amber glass jar, and it is a black aluminum lid. So there's no plastic in my product at all. There's no plastic jar, no packaging. It's not cheap. This is very high quality, expensive stuff. Now the product itself is a 2-in-1. So it's a nourishing hair treatment and a styler at the same exact time. There's only 6 ingredients in this product. It's 100% all natural, used with really high quality ingredients, and it gives you a high hold and a matte finish. So I have it in my hair right now, and I've been inside my 90-degree garage for 2 hours now, and I've got a thermometer gun here, and it is 90.3 degrees right now in my garage. I've been in here for 2 hours, for over 2 hours, and my hair is still holding up exceptionally well. For a natural product with only 6 ingredients that is meant to be nourishing for your hair and not toxic like everything else on the market. So that's what I'm doing here. This is my very first like actual hair brand. Kouras is the brand, KOVRAS. You can go to the website, just type in kouras.com. You can learn about the entire product. It is going to be launching next Tuesday, so in 7 days from now. So I'm really pumped. I'm a little nervous, but I'm also really pumped. And yeah, mark the date on your calendar. August 26th, we're going to be launching my first ever hairstyling product, which is a very, hair healthy alternative to what's out there, because most products, as we know, if we just go and check our products in our bathroom, they have petroleum, they've got parabens, they've got phthalates, they've got sulfates, they've got fragrances, they've got alcohol that dries out your hair, petroleum, which was used as engine lube in the world wars. So I don't know why we're putting engine lube in our hair. Does that make sense? Are you putting engine lube in your hair? Are you putting engine lube in your hair? Because I'm not. So petroleum, garbage. Alcohol dries out your hair, makes it nice and brittle and crunchy. I don't like crunchy, brittle hair, so alcohol is a no-no. There's no PEGs. There's no gluten. There's no dyes, right? Can you believe that hair companies literally put artificial dyes, which are known carcinogens, in hair products, and then they sell it to you? These carcinogenic dyes are literally banned in Europe. You can't find them in Europe because they're banned. But in America, for some reason, yeah, let's just put toxic dyes in our products and just, screw these people. These guys, forget these guys. Let's just load up the hospitals. Like, let's just make them all sick and unhealthy. So that's something that's also not in my product. There's no gums, and they're cruelty-free. So all the ingredients I use in my product are cruelty-free as well, which is, a really nice addition. So glass amber jar to help with preserving the product because it's darker jar. Aluminum lid, so there's no plastic in the packaging for the actual product. The label is really high quality, and the ingredients are bar none the best, and it performs exactly the way that it's supposed to. It's a high hold matte finish. And the aroma is rosemary essential oil. So this is what the product actually looks like on the inside. It's the same exact color as the label. So I tried to do something cool by making the label match the color of the product. I'll show each camera individually here. But you can see the label is literally the same product, and it looks like it's melting because it's been 2 hours and it's 90 degrees in here, but it's fine, don't worry, it's good. It's shea butter and beeswax is strong, so it doesn't matter. But it has a very light aroma of rosemary essential oil, which is fantastic. Rosemary oil has actually been shown in a 2015 study to work very similar and have very similar effects as minoxidil. So minoxidil is what people use for regrowing their hair. For people that are thinning or have bald spots, they like to use minoxidil to grow back their hair. But in the 2015 study, it literally showed, and it's on my website. If you just go to my website, I literally have research links for each of the ingredients that I use. So if you guys want to fact check me, you can by all means fact check me. All the research articles are on my website. But rosemary oil actually aids in growing back your hair. So that's why it's in there. So it helps with regrowing your hair, but it also helps with the aroma of the actual product. And rosemary oil, it's a very calming, soothing, light aroma, and it smells really nice. So that is the product that I've created. I've been working on it all year long, and it's, it clearly works. It does exactly what it says it does. It's all natural. all natural ingredients. It gives a high hold, gives a matte finish, and it's just a really nice overall. It works. Like, it just does what it does. I mean, there's nothing else to it. It does what it says it does, and it does a good job, and it smells great. And I think you guys should definitely consider checking it out. It's all meant. Just go to my website, KOVRAS.com, and just learn everything about the product, right? I'm literally hand making all of them here in my house here in Florida, and I ship them myself. I fulfill them myself. As you guys can see, I'm literally putting the labels on myself. I'm doing all the fulfillment myself, all the marketing myself. Everything is literally done by myself for now. And then hopefully, we do well, we sell out, and I can afford to hire other people to help me with this process. And hopefully we'll see Organic Clay a lot more often on social media, other people posting about it with their good reviews, and we can just make this a really big thing. And all of the hair companies that run the show are going to be pretty salty when their toxic products are no longer being sold. So that's the goal, right? Let's make the world healthier with our hair. Let's make health. What is it? Not make America great again. Let's make hair health great again. No, but the motto is your hair's new best friend. So that's what I'm doing here. That's funny. Glizzy Street, my man's Glizzy Street. Yeah, these are the hot dog guys with the bacon. Those guys are good. Little young guys making money, making the shmoneys and the hot diggity dogs. Da 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 da. Madi, not too sure what your question is. Bang LCD Oppo. I don't know what you're saying. Tom, kind of off topic, but do you have any recommendations for a casual hairstyle for a square face shape? A casual hairstyle? You could just do like a normal textured fringe. Like a textured fringe. It's pretty simple. So whenever you get your haircut, texturize it by point cutting. So just point cut your hair, texturize it, and then just put a little bit of hair product on. My hair product honestly works exceptionally well for texturizing. And just rub it in on the top, mess it up, and just leave it nice and textured. And just keep it down. And it's a very simple, literally it takes you 30 seconds to style your hair if you do that. Love the mission of healthy hair. Absolutely, that's the goal. That's the goal, man. That's the absolute goal. But I think that's it. What are we at? Almost 5:30. That's all I've got for today. Let me clean up real quick. And if you guys have any last questions, I'll answer any last questions while I put these jars in the box. Otherwise, of course, make sure you guys mark the date on your calendar. Next Tuesday, literally next week on Tuesday, August 26th, we're launching my brand and my product, the only product that I have right now, Organic Clay. So mark the date on your calendar. We have a limited supply, so definitely act fast and get your jar before we sell out. French crop buzz cut and an Italian beard. French crop buzz cut with an Italian beard. Okay. I won't be doing any buzz cuts anytime soon because I need to have longer hair to keep promoting my product. But for sure, at some point I will. I like that. The Italian beard looks so nice too. It really is such a cool, it's like a unique fade style, and it just looks really nice. French crop with the Italian beard. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, there we are. This box is now complete. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's close this up with this styrofoam. Let's do this. Let's do this. There we go. You guys want to check something out? Look at this. So this is the roll of labels that I have left, right? It was gigantic when I first got it. Ready? Let's pull up all the leftover label here. I think I did about I did about 120 jars today. We're still going. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. There it is. That's what we did today. So, it's been a pleasure. Thank you all to everyone that jumped on the live and shared this, fun little moment. Just hanging out with me while I'm doing this stuff, getting all of your jars prepared. Paranormal says, can you do the old money hairstyle with your clay? Yeah, let me look into it more, because I need to grow out my hair in order to do that. And I need to cut my hair a certain way every single 2 weeks in order to make that work. So let me look into that. I like the old money hairstyle, so I'm definitely gonna consider that for sure. But there it is. Where are we at right now? Now we're at 89.7. It's getting cooler now because it's like 5:30. So we're at 89.7. And of course, over 2 hours, and my hair is looking good. And your hair is all looking cool. Doot. All right. Thank you all so much for joining. Hope you guys have a great day. One last question. Eric, you're lucky. Hi, Alex. How about to go get a haircut and have a round face and about 1.5 inches of hair? Should I get a low, mid, or high fade? You've got a round face. Okay. Round face. What did you say? About 1.5 inches of hair. Should I get a low, mid, or a high fade? I would go for a mid fade. Go for a mid fade. Yeah, I'd go for a mid fade for you, because it curves. The curve on the sides is pretty steep. I would say a mid fade's probably good, and make sure when they cut the sides that they go straight up. Right? Don't let them cut with the curvature of your head. Make sure they cut at 90-degree angle, so that it makes your head more boxed. Like, you see how my head's more of like a rectangle? You want to keep that more elongated look. So make sure when they cut, they don't cut with the curvature of your head. They cut 90 degrees. All right? So make sure they do that when they cut your hair. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Thank you all so much for joining in. Check out KOVRAS. Go check out my brand new product we're launching this Tuesday, August 26th. KOVRAS.com, KOVRAS.com, to learn more about the product. It's going to be a great product for all of you guys to check out. Hair healthy, the best ingredient you can get, only 6 ingredients, high hold matte finish, has been working for over 2 hours in my 90-degree garage, and I'm just blessed to be here and spend time with you guys while I'm working. So thank you all so much for joining, and I'll see you next time. God bless. Take care. Bye for now.